Dun 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 dun. Hey, Soda Thief. I make music and play video games. And I started collecting knives. Starting with this piece of shit right here. No, it's not a real Benchmade. It is... What is this? It is an AliExpress special. I really wanted to like this. Really did. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I'm gonna get a knife. I want one of those fancy butterfly ones, but I don't want to spend $270. Doesn't even work. I gotta get rid of this thing, but I want to get the real Claymore, which is supposed to be, and oh no, sorry, Bailout. I had a Claymore before. I gotta switch my sheet here. Yeah, Bailout. Real Bailout that's 270, so I can put them side by side as kind of a retrospective of where I started. Anyways, I'm going to show you all my knives as fast as I can. And I even have some ASMR for some of these. This one, piece of shit. My very first knife. The Civivi Elementum 2 Flipper button lock. It's okay. It was special. As soon as I got that coating scratch, I was like, oh, gotta get a shiny one and not a black one. I didn't know the difference between like PVD coatings and washes on blades. Want to hear what it sounds like? It doesn't sound that good. Oh, that does sound kind of good. Did I mention it's raining? Knives and rain. Knives and rain. Boom. Did I just break something? I don't know. It's squishy. The lock. I've learned that you can pinch it too hard. I'm gonna keep it probably just because it's a representation of where I really started. Let's keep going. I have a Cobratec OTF. Where is that? Hold on. Found it. Bink. I'm a bit of a time crunch, by the way, but here it is. Cobratec OTF. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can move the mic. Scratch something. Cool, right? It's California compliant. My child can operate this. My child can operate this safely. Not that I'd give my kid knives or anything, but for some reason, you don't touch the blade. I don't know why these things are illegal if they're bigger in California. Dumb. 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 Okay. Boker. This Boker. Excuse me. This Boker right here is pretty cool, right? Oh, look at that, Joe. It's got the army colors. But I don't like this out the side stuff because you got to use two hands to close it. But listen to this snap. Hold on, check this out. Ready? Holy shit. D2 steel. It's let's do that some more. It's got safety on it. Because, you know, safe. I don't know, it's fun. I'll never use it, probably. So many knives. Pyrites. I got some pyrites here. Want to see them? Which? All right, so pyrite's interesting because it works really well, but the button for me is a little like mushy, maybe is the word. No. I don't know. The big one, this is the large pyrite. I don't know what I'm doing. I think my hands are too small. G10. AARP. M? Isn't it a senior association? All right. All right, so I got that, the large, the original G10. Let's hear some acoustics. Ow. Ow. God, that rain is just majestic. Got one more. The Alt. I was really proud of these when I got them. They're great. Great knife. Kind of feels like it's missing something though, and I don't know how to describe it. Sentinel Strike. Civivi Sentinel Strike. Oh, okay. The Civivi Sentinel Strike is something that it's actually in my car. I don't have that shit. Corsair. I got this Corsair here, Vosteed, to see if I could handle a crossbar lock. And guess what? I can. I think. All right. So it was like, can I do a thumb stud? Do I like crossbar locks? Do I like no finger choil? It was a lot of tests. Tests. Unique New York. All right. So I don't know. It's all right. I really had no technique, so I was really like hanging on to the thumb clip, pocket clip. I'm an idiot. Pretty good knife. I never use it. I don't know why. I think I just have ones I enjoy more. Pyrite. Oh, okay, this one's fun. This is the Vision FG. I already did another video on this one, and I thought it was wonderful. Okay. Designed by Snex. I even know designer names now. Listen to this. You can hear it without my noise cancellation. No, you can't. All right. This lock. Super lock. By the end of this, I'm going to have my foam cut on my mic probably. It's great. When I first got it, I think it was maybe a little heavy, but now I've kind of gotten a little bit heavier knives. But the balance, We makes a version of this knife that is made of lighter materials. So I think probably that might be the next step, but I like the lock on this one more. I don't know. Great knife. Great knife. All right. What else we got? Boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom. Baby Banter. Baby Banter. My little baby. Just all grown up. Baby Banter. Civivi. I put these scales on it because I wanted to try putting scales on a knife. It's pretty good. The lock is a little weird. I thought all liner locks were like this when I got it, but they're not. It's kind of hard on your fingers. It snaps out there. I really like it. I like the choil, forward finger choil. Great summer knife. Whenever you're summering in the Hamptons. No, but I think this is it's a cool little knife. It's got this these scales. It's got tweezers on it, you know, because you need those all the time. I got some other tiny knives. We'll look at those in a sec. Baby Banter, Racoon Frag. Okay, Vosteed, Racoon. This one I freaking loved and still do, I think, when I got it. I actually got the Frag micarta version from White Mountain Knives. And I liked it, and then like 2 days later this thing came out and I was like, oh, premium. I wish the steel was premium, then this thing would be just optimal. Right now I think it's 14C28N. I have to know all those fucking names now. Frickin' names. But look at, you can grip it without really having a forward choil. The ergonomics, the feel of the metal, the crossbar lock is decent. At the time, I thought this was the best crossbar lock ever. To be continued. They make a nice sound. Let's hear it. You know what I like about crossbar locks is there's like a confirmation of it closing every time. Like there's so much feedback on the close that you know you did it when you're driving and fidgeting with your knives. Don't do that. Elementum Wharncliffe liner lock by Civivi. I was like, maybe this liner lock will be different this time compared to the Baby Banter. It's a little stiff. I probably just need to use it more. Decent knife. I don't use it that often. I don't know why. It's a little tight. It's kind of like the original, my first Elementum. It just, there's something that like, it feels like maybe even my hands are too big for it. I'm not sure. I was also obsessed with Wharncliffes because I learned how to spell it, so I might as well start. What happened to my focus here? Have they always been this blurry? It's scary. Was this whole video blurry this whole time? No. Alright, so this one's okay. I'll probably transition this one out. It's in transition. Alright, next. Baby Banter. Guess what? Wharncliffe. Now this one's interesting because it came with contoured scales. Look at that. Would you look at it? Who does that? One of the YouTubers do that. I like this. It actually, the lock's a little bit easier. I don't have to upgrade it. Cool blade. I would take this over the original Banter, I think. Unless it has, then there's something I don't know about like Wharncliffe versus Belly and actual application of using it. But ergonomics and action-wise, I like this one more. Varatas. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. I really wanted this, and I think I got it on sale. Kizer Varatas, front flipper. My first front flipper, and I could not figure it out until I tried a million times. Look at this thing. Look at that. Look at the titanium. Oh, it's titanium. Look at that. You can feel it. Yeah. The pocket clip over here is actually there. It's secret. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Frame lock? I think it's my first frame lock too. S35 VN. Great knife. Finger choils, decent. I had a lot of hard time with this one, but I eventually figured it out. Want to hear it? Yeah, we want to hear it, you fucking asshole. All right. Oh, yeah. gonna get hurt. By the way, this case is really cool. NAFs. Big burrito roll or whatever it's called. Leek. Oh, yeah. Kershaw Leek magnacut. Special edition because it was like $80. It's interesting. It's very pokey. It's assisted though, which I am not a huge fan in, but I can one-hand it. But you really got to think about it. And because it stops up right here, it's almost like I'm going to hurt myself with it trying to one-hand it. I don't think I'm going to get another assisted knife. This would be my second of my life. And I thought they were cool, but can actually get probably more hurt with these. Ow, I almost just did it just now. And you just buy a better knife. You don't need it to be assisted. That's my theory, at least. This lock's super weird too. Like, all right. Maileah. Oh. CJRB Maileah. I was into front flippers, right? Oh, pretty neat. I think it's just a bit too small, and the liner lock is weird. This thing's trouble because I've almost cut myself multiple times with it. It's like I should just get rid of it for safety reasons, and then that second step of closing it's a little stiff. I think they make an XL that'll probably just solve all these problems, so to be. What else we got? Oh, this one. Knife joist. Spyderco Lil Native. Didn't I get a different Spyderco before this? Yeah, you guys. Shit. I did. Well, here, stare at this while I run and get the other one. What we got here, before I open this one up, I want to show you the Spyderco Para 3 lightweight. Can't even do it. There we go. I had a lot of hard time with this one. But it's great now. I put AWT scales on it and it had some problems, and I went back to this. It's much better with these. I got a dud, or I'm a dud. I don't know what I was doing. Most likely user error, right? But this thing, I mean, it just fits your hand perfectly, and my hand. And the action, when you shoot these things out, it's almost like an OTF. It feels so strong. That's a fun one. Put that one over here. Jesus. Where was I? Lil Native 20 CV. This thing is sharp as shit, too. I put one of those little helpers. I forgot what it's called. EDC compression assist nubs on it. I'm mixed feelings. But if I was to compare my tiny knives, this one probably is my favorite tiny knife. And I was thinking about getting different scales on it too. Someone showed me. Dude, these daggers, dude, super cool. But if I was to compare these two, my tiny knives, I have 3 different, you'll see. I would say that this one feels more substantial. It's got a thicker blade. It's also sharper and better steel. So until we makes one of these instead of Civivi with a 20 CV, then I will evaluate. All right, guys. Where is our mini Nightshade? Oh, well. Oh! Benchmade 940 M4 steel. Look at that. This was a fun one. The action on this, it's very unique because I think it's where the detent catches, but it's like ka-chunk. It like closes like a vault door almost. Benchmade 940. Oh yeah, I started buying pocket clips because I think I'm cool. But this one's a deep carry. This is a great knife. One and only real Benchmade. I don't know if I'll buy another. Maybe that Bailout I was talking about. If I sound like I'm drunk, it's because I can hear myself talking, so I could monitor the knife sounds. And so occasionally, if I don't pay close enough attention or pay too much attention, I start slurring because I'm like hearing myself talk. All right, 940 Elementum fixed blade. I'm not going to show you that. It's somewhere else. I don't use it, but it's cool. PM2 S90V. So this is pretty recent, and this does have AWT aluminum scales and a Lynch Northwest pocket clip. I like this one. It's a little stiff. I've had some trouble with the scales. But it feels so much better than Spyderco's scratchy G10. Work in progress, but I really like it. I mean, that is a beefy knife. It doesn't take up too much space, and compared to the PM3 lightweight, it isn't much bigger. So, great knife. What else? Oh, Penguin. QSP Penguin XL M390. Traditional pocket knives. I got this there. This thing is impossible to fail as a flipper. Also, before I open up the microphone, it had some detent problems. I think it's called lock rock. And so I had to watch Neve's knives and do all these different things just to learn how to troubleshoot that. But I think I got it where I want it. Let's listen. Also, impossible to fail. Oh. All right, let's try to fail it. The lightest. Ready? All right, come on. You can fail it. Nope. Just the softest little. Nope. I cannot fail this. Also, first fat carbon fiber. Pretty cool. Pretty good. Yeah, it's a fun one. Kizer Hyper. Oh, yeah. Kizer Hyper. Quite disappointing. It's so stiff. It's not fun. The button sticks. The placement of these thumb studs. I got big thumbs, I guess. Ow, it hurts. And I've tried to like adjust it and loosen it up and lube it up and all that stuff. And if I want the blade to wobble, I can make it better, but then it sucks. So this what I would say is a beautiful looking knife. Cool, like cyberpunk kind of shit. But I'm not going to use this. It's a dud. It shouldn't hurt to operate your knives most of the time. Throw that away. Just kidding. Drop bear. Okay, this one, I didn't realize how good it was. All right. What you're looking at here is the best action of a crossbar lock that I've had so far. Frag micarta is not my favorite. With this knife, it's scratchy. It doesn't feel comfortable in the hand. This this pocket clip like sways left and right, so it's like also, yeah, okay, let's ASMR this bitch. Like if I pick this up wrong, it will just because I picked it up wrong. But listen to this action. Ready? Oh, I mean it. They call it a clutch lock, and it really does feel like when you're driving a manual transmission, you just gotta time that clutch right because it feels perfect, like you're shifting gears in a car. Best crossbar lock. It's the microphone. Best crossbar lock, and I only have a few knives, but a lot from different manufacturers. I would say this is the best. To the point where I like this knife so much. This is in S35VN, super sharp out of the box, and I wouldn't mind getting, you know, like a fat carbon one, just because so I like it that much more, because these scales are kind of scratchy. I don't really like it. It doesn't feel good in Joey's hands. All right. Drop bear, great knife. Cormorant. Serape. Where did I just had that? Where the fuck was it? Serape. Kizer Cormorant. Front flipper. Button lock. Back flipper. Thumb hole. Look at that blade. Look at that set of scales. Great knife. And then listen to this. Oh, this is a good ASMR one. I have 3 of these, or I've had 3 of these different materials and stuff. And this one is the one out of all of them. You can even see another one right there. You can even see that this one makes the ting. And I thought I wouldn't like it, but oh my god, I love it. Listen. Oh, my mic was hot the whole time. Sorry. Ooh. Bing. Ding. Oh, no front flip. Pating. I mean, yeah. So, I think with button locks, they sound kind of plain because of the plunge lock is just catching it. Whereas a liner lock, it's like metal on metal catching it. Chuck. And so, if you don't have a really good oh, you could hear that sucker. If you don't have good feedback on a button lock, it's not as fun sounding. So with this metal ping, it just makes it fun and satisfying. And the button lock works well on this one. Had others that it didn't. Why don't we just skip to the other one? This is the titanium one. I had to buy 2 of these and Frankenstein one of them together and return the other. Don't tell anyone. But this one is the one I keep in my like fancy case because I like it because it feels good, and but it doesn't make that sound as much. It does have like a different sound. It has more of like a substantial hachak, but not the ting. Hachak is a real trademarked sound. Two different sounds. Just great on the ears. Yeah, that's good. All right, so Cormorant, titanium. Okay, next one is a tiny guy. This is the Vosteed Nightshade Mini. This is what, S35VN and carbon fiber crossbar lock. It's fun, but the T10 is like so light. I could sneeze on it and it'll open. The problem with that is when it's in your pocket, you pull it out. It's just like, oh, did you want me to open in your pocket and cut you and hate knives? Yeah. So it's fun, but it's kind of dangerous. I don't know how to fix it. Maybe like putting a different, what do they call it? Omega spring inside this. But I liked it a lot. I like the shape. Look at that sucker. It's almost like if they made a bigger one, that'd be cool. To be continued. All right. Go through that one quick. Remette Rhino. Oh, yeah. Interesting. So kind of like a button lock, compression lock. This is kind of a cheap Amazon knife, but look at this sucker. Is it a button lock? It's also a liner lock. So it has this really satisfying open. Ready? And it feels stronger, right? Is this a front flipper? It is. But here's the problem. Here is the problem. This button is plastic and it like wobbles. I don't know how to describe it. It's not, since it's not going all the way through, like plunging through. God, I gotta get some light on that. It doesn't go all the way into the next side of the liner. It's pushing the liner lock portion, so it's more like a pin than plunging in. So it has a little bit of play, and it just does not feel right to me. Knife's cool though. I really like the what do they call that? Fuck. It has a name. The way you can flick it open on the blade. I'm a piece of shit. I don't know. So many names and terminologies. But anyways, action's great. Just great. This is good. This could be so great if they could just figure that out. I wonder if the Vosteed RS Chaos is the same way, if it's wobbly. Maybe this is not even plastic. It just feels flimsy. Flimsy. Potential, for sure. Spyderco Smock. Another example of a compression lock button. That one did not feel this way, so I think it really is just this one. I don't know how to say it. What was it called? Remette Rhino is the model. Amazon. Amazon knives. I like trying, like, since I'm new to this, I like trying knives that are like different openings, handles, materials, and then steels, and I think I really go through the gamut of all of the options so far with my collection here. Divo knives, Lush. Okay, this is another cool one. See that? Yeah, look at that. Look at that fat carbon, baby. Oh, lava. Hot liquid magma. Nail nick? Is that what that's called? I don't know. Look at that. That's nice. Bolster lock. My first bolster lock. Put it in my baby book. Interesting. And then look at this flipper. It's like a top flipper. Oh. Kind of violent, though. Like, you really have to think a little extra about how you do it, but it's great. The only issue I have is it's kind of like a hot spot right there. Owie, 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 owie. If that wasn't there, because I do touch that constantly, like when I'm adjusting my grip and stuff. But I really like it. So it's kind of an exploration of bolster locks, really. Civivi Appalachian Drifter. What the oh, yeah. This guy. Alright, what is it? Nail nick? Liner lock. That is a better liner lock. Civivi. And there's no grip. There's no cutout, but for some reason it just feels better. Top flipper is what this one is all about. And I can't even do it. There we go. It's just kind of tiny. I don't know. Kind of reminds me of like a traditional knife, which is no problem, but I can't rely on this. I have to think a little extra, like 2 extra brain cells is too many. To figure out what to do with that. We're getting through it, guys. Oh, the Deka 2. Now, I bought this once before. Didn't like it because I was just such a scaredy cat of I don't know, the ergonomics. Primarily, no matter which version you get, this shit is scratchy hard. Like you grab it and you're like, ow, ah, ah. And then the crossbar lock is like made of knives also. It's like, and then when the thumb flicker is really sharp, it has a lot of sharp parts on it. So I got this on a deal. This is magnacut. This is the, I don't know, Wharncliffe. Compound grind Wharncliffe. But I got scales from OG Goat on the way, original Goat, and I think it's going to smooth out my issues. It's also pretty quiet, so I might not piss the wife off. By the way, she hates me. She hates you too. All right. Griffin. All right, do I have that in here? Vosteed Griffin. This was an interesting one. The Vosteed Griffin is a weird knife. I bought it because it had multiple deployments and I was getting bored, I think. But look at this. Look at that blade. Hawk bill. Shock. This is like what a raptor uses on their raptor claws. Great liner lock. I think Vosteed has liner locks figured out. Back flipper. Gucci flip. Front flip. Top flip. This is great. I don't know. It's just kind of weird to keep on me. Maybe because it's wide. I don't know. I'm on the fence. It's mostly the steel though. I don't know. It's just 14C28. N ABC. There's something about it. I don't think it has every practical application that I need, but with the blade shape, but I like it. Snaps out. Also, I don't like this two-tone stuff. They were supposed to make a black and white one, but they didn't have it. They had it like the blade show. All right. Griffin. Okay. Ooh, one more. Okay, so this is from Traditional Pocket Knives. Austin hooked me up with this slip. It's called a slip joint. You already know what it is if you're looking at knives. Look at that. Ohio River Jack. Oh, can't even close it with one hand. Good. Safety. Ready to listen? All right. Ready? Oh. You remember in Band of Brothers when they had those little clickers and said flash and thunder to like get people's attention? That's what this second step sounds like to me. Listen to this. That's my favorite sound. That, not the opening, the whack it open. Yeah, that's cool, but like, ooh. It's my new ringtone. Oh god, I almost cut myself. Anyways, I like this. I have a couple other slip joints on the way, by the way, because I just really like this. So thanks to Traditional Pocket Knives, Duty Daggers for recommending it. Great knife. What kind of steel is this sucker? M390. Sharp as shit too. I by the way, finger choils and locks and stuff like that, it's like when I'm trying to get like the perfect knife. But most of the time I'm just cutting small things, utility cuts. I don't need to be in a knife fight with every single knife. And no locking knife is really good for a knife fight, so yeah. I've never been in a knife fight. I've just seen Under Siege where Steven Seagal fights Tommy Lee Jones with kitchen knives, but that's the extent of my knife fight knowledge. Cool knife. And it stays on my desk too because it doesn't fit anywhere, and I actually like that. Oh, okay. One of our latest attendees, this sucker right here. This is the regular Vosteed Nightshade in L Max, and oh god, the flick and the lock. Vosteed Nightshade L Max. You ready? Micarta. Brass. Ooh, look at that blade. Look at that thing. Great action. The more you use it, the more you like it too. I mean, it's got some sharp points, like when you're trying to reverse flick it and stuff, when your finger's touching things. Like, why is that sharp? Doesn't need to be sharp. That was a waste. Oh, come on, Joe. There we go. I like this a lot. I had this out today before I started doing stuff. Ekko. CJRB Ekko. This is probably going to be one of my last button locks. I'm having trouble with the pivot. I've been tightening it and using Loctite, but I really want it to work out. I'm gonna use some red Loctite next. It's not where I want it, but oh, come on. It just keeps on loosening, but I mean, I love looking at this thing. Look at that mill work. Would you look at it? Kind of reminds me of a nice version of this, where it's like intentional. You go this way, it stops. You go up, it stops. But this is premium S90V titanium. And it doesn't fail the spine whack test. By the way, I've had to return a couple because of that. Vosteed, looking at you. Your button locks. It's not falling shut like it used to. It's because I'm working on it still. This is a work in progress, but I think I'll get it where I want it. And that was it. Was that it? Those are all my knives. Mostly. This is the one I'm carrying today. I like it a lot. And I think I got a Jack Wolf gunslinger on the way. So that'll be fun. And there you have it. Just about 38 knives in 45 minutes. I have to edit this down. Anyways, there you go. Have a great day.